Hello Internet, Clef here. Welcome to my Let's Play of Kirby's Dream Land. As you can see, this game came out in 1992. It's a little retro. It's 24 years old this year. Man, that makes me feel old. But yeah, this is not a blind Let's Play. Far from it. I played the hell out of this game. I kind of know it front and back. Played it a lot as a kid, although it did take me a long time to finish it completely. This game features a normal mode and then kind of an extra hard mode afterwards. This is going to be a one-shot marathon run of both modes, and any kind of interesting things about the game or about Kirby in general that I remember, I'll just impart them to you as I play. So let's jump right in. This is going to be fun. I'm going to try not to skip any of these. Some of them you might have seen repeated or referenced in later Kirby games. So, Kirby did not gain powers from enemies in this game. He didn't do that until Kirby's Adventure. This just has some, you might remember these. The pep drinks, or whatever they were called. I'm usually good at remembering the names, but I think it was pep something. You see some familiar enemies, and some not so familiar. There's the iconic Warp Star. And the first mini-boss of the game is none other than Poppy Brothers Senior rather. Junior are the small ones. Here I'm going to show off one little quirk of the game that seems like a lot of people not really aware of, and that's the fact that when you duck, certain things won't hit you. See, I can just kind of get under him, and then I won't be able to get out safely until he does the jumping move again. But it's only when you duck. If you stand up, you'll get hit. I don't know exactly how this works, but I thought it was a cool little thing. Discovered it totally by accident as a kid. He leaves no body behind because there's no reason. There's nothing to absorb. It just explodes. Another thing about this game that people have been used to from Kirby games, but that doesn't exist in this one, is when you inhale two or more things at the same time, you do not get a more powerful star that goes through things when you spit it out. It's just the same star no matter what. Alright, so let's climb up here. The fucking Geordie LaForge. They look like they have like Cyclops visors on. I don't know if that's intentional, if just a limitation of the sprite design, it's supposed to be something else. But I don't know. The Maxim Tomato, iconic healing weapon. Still used today. Just kind of things running around. And of course, the very first boss is none other than Wispy Woods. So, enemies have hit points, kind of like you do. Oh, looks like you're not going to see his wind attack. I'll hold on to this so you can see it once. You're invulnerable if you stand right next to him. Alright, and so also another thing that Kirby's known for is these post-level dances. They are different on every level as usual. One cool thing about this game is that Lo and La, which are the bosses of this level, Lo in this game is meant to be, canonically, Lolo from the old Adventures of Lolo puzzle game series. I don't know why they added an extra Lo, but that's a thing. Alright, you can kind of just walk into the bomb to inhale it, and then you can spit it out. And it's basically what those more powerful stars I talked about not being in this game are. That's like the version of them. Oops. But you have to get that specific power up. There's nothing over here. If you just fall, you die. Alright, time for another mini-boss. This is going to be Lo on his own. Hal's doing a good job at kind of introducing you to the mechanic. He pushes out a block, and then he runs away. Because this is basically how the boss fight is going to go. This spot tends to be the best for going up and down. Alright, I'm going to go up here. You don't need to, but I'm going to. That's kind of a cool thing. To get close, far away. So I need this, which is not really anything. I mean, you can get some life here. And then the super spicy curry, which I think is just called spicy food, or whatever, in the instruction manual of this game. So shoot our way up. Get the fun little music. You can tell that there's significant lag in this game when there are more than 1 or 2 enemies on the screen. I already know which way to go, so I just do it. I just do it on instinct. Alright, and here's the boss. There's La La La. You can see her bow. Oops. I always try to get the 2 hits in 1 run, but they have to be positioned properly for it to be possible. Can I get it? No. So yeah, they just kind of hang out. They're both given 3 hit points, and they're counted separately. That's why you can get rid of one for the other. You can just kind of fall on it if you position yourself right. We have our level 2 dance. Next is Float Islands, and I especially like this. Oh no, he got the hook, and that's gotta hurt. That gag has been used several times in Kirby games now, and it always amuses me. There's another bomb. Just whatever, get rid of a couple of Waddle Dees in front of you, who cares? I'm gonna try... I mean, even though, like I said, I've played the hell out of this game, but it has been a long time since I played it. I just kind of had the idea to do a really retro, nostalgic kind of thing. And I thought of this, because it's an interesting little game, and it's unique compared to a lot of newer Kirby games, because there were a lot of things that kind of didn't... A lot of ideas that didn't really coalesce yet in this very first game. There's, you see that clue up there, the little football. I don't know exactly, I think they're supposed to be coconuts or something, but they're not perfectly round, and I always thought of them as footballs when I was playing this game as a kid. So go up the right side. Oh, actually, I think I despawned it completely. Hold on. There we go. There's a little secret over here. Hidden door. Those just kind of show off. No dedicated swimming animation in this game, but that's okay. I can tell from the FPS counter on my recording software when the lag happens. That's funny. So just kind of get through here. You cannot absorb those guys while they're not fully out of their shells. They just do that. But you can always kill them with a star that's spat out. There's a Maxim Tomato. I'm just gonna whatever. I didn't really care about getting hurt there because I'm about to heal all my health. Okay, next area. More spicy food. You cannot destroy the Kabul, no, not Kabul, Shatso. That's what those cannons are called. Let's go in here, because why not? I want to show you, oh yeah, yes. It douses the, the spiciness being submerged in water. I don't remember the name of all of these enemies. Kabula is actually the name of the boss of this level. The boss at the end. Now, let's go just land on a whale's blowhole, who fires us up again, and they just kind of felt like adding that, and that sends me into the clouds! Very powerful spray from the whale. I don't know why the Warp Star couldn't take us here directly. I bet, who's the guy? Sakurai, the HAL guy, was just like, hey, we should, let's get this Kirby stuck in a whale's blowhole thing in there somewhere. And they're just like, alright, I guess. Now this is a, like, mint leaf or something like that. It basically puts you in this state forever, except you don't run out of air when you fire it out. You stay in that form, and this is the form in which you fight the boss. Although you can get this item outside of boss fights, and it, in that case it will have a set duration, but in this case it lasts forever. Okay. No problem. Again, I'm positioned right on the star. I'm kind of used to doing that. Okay. Stage 4, Bubbly Clouds. He falls into a cloud, and then a bunch of Kirbys come out of it. I don't really understand, but okay. So there. Whoop. I always fly under here. Those guys look funny. So here come another kind of iconic enemy, at least of older Kirby games, Scarfies. If you try to inhale them, they'll get angry and chase you and explode. Whoa, that was close. If you hit them with an air puff, they'll get blown up. Or if you shoot a star at them, same thing happens. And that does have a range, you know. You can get hit with the splash damage from the explosion. Some Parasol Waddle Dees and Waddle Doos. And that is very illogical, but okay. And Sir Kibble, another kind of well-known enemy from Kirby games. Give you the cutter ability in later games. Of course, you'd get, yeah, these guys, the ghosts with the shades. I think this is the only Kirby game they're in. Let's just avoid them. I forget what they're called, but we'll see, because once I completely finish the game, there will be a roll of all the enemies. Okay. I don't know what these dudes are called, but just move in triangular paths. See, the other thing about doing this all in one take is that if I do something stupid, you will see it. Yes, that's a little secret. There's a mint leaf, and this one's gonna have a fixed duration, like I said before. Another thing is when you're under the effects, under the effects of this. I'm not gonna bother one up because I doubt I'm gonna lose any. If I lose any lives, I'll be surprised. So Kracko Jr. is the mini boss here, and you can guess normal Kracko is going to be the main boss. He has the same pattern every single time. Comes up here, drops a dude down, does a little shimmy, drops 3 cannonballs or whatever, and does a little swinging motion. As you can tell, the bottom left is completely safe, but you'll have to wait forever for the enemies he spits out to make their way all the way over to you. So like I was saying, the other effect of the mint leaf is that you fly forward at the same speed that you normally walk, whereas usually you fly. Your horizontal motion when flying is significantly slower than walking. And it will persist as long as I don't spit out this air. Now you see if I get new air. See how much slower I move? It's a little tech nerdy shit that I notice, because I'm me. These stars falling down here are just decoration now, but they will serve a more nefarious purpose once I'm playing the extra mode. Another kind of secret that became iconic in Kirby games, and you can kind of look for anytime you see a scene similar to this, is try to go into the moon. It's a door, and it will drop you for a while. You'll be falling with some items, including Maxim Tomatoes and 1-ups typically. There we go. Why not? I can't get the life anyway. Oh, got it anyway. Alright, now it's boss time. Here I like to stand about here, so you can avoid all the attacks. He does them at random. That's attack 1. That's 2. That's 1 again. And 2. Okay, he only wants to... There we go. I'll call that 3. I'm spitting out the enemy. And then there's one more thing he does, which is not really an attack. It's just him floating from one side to the other. Yep, just like that. And those are the 4 things he does. Oops. The Waddle Doos usually don't use their beam attack right away. So that confused me a little. Also, of course, there's the lag. And that's it. Oop. That's it. Alright. Here's a level 4 dance. This song's always been awesome. Just hop on a warp star and just go crash, literally, King Dedede's castle. I don't know if that's the star running out of power, or if I just kind of ran into the ceiling there. So what you have to do here is basically a miniature level based on the 4 levels we just did. And then I can go into the middle here and fight King Dedede. So I'm going to do these in the same order as the levels in the, as the levels are normally. And basically what you do here is you finish the short level, and instead of fighting a boss, you will, just touch the Kirby here. Oh no, wait a minute. Completely forgot. You do have to fight all the bosses again. But yeah, that's what happens right before. And, this game isn't particularly difficult, but as a youngin', it did take me a long time to beat it. Mostly the King Dedede fight, because even though the game overall is not that difficult, I would say, as far as games went, but, yeah, now you get this different music. Closed. But, the King Dedede fight is significantly more difficult than the rest of the game, in my opinion. Okay, you cannot hit it with a puff of air. There we go, got that position. Oh, screwed it up. This is the easiest one. You can actually get both hits in. Alright. Oh no! I swallowed it by accident. So yes, you can swallow things that you inhale. Can't believe I forgot to mention that. The thing is, there's very few reasons to ever do that, because you get no benefit from doing it. A coconut. Football. Shelter. No. That didn't exist yet. Pokemon came out in 96. Actually, I think it was 95 in Japan. Still, several years after this. Well, 1 year. No, wait, 92, right? Yeah, 92, not 94. Why did I have 94 in my head? Yeah, several years. Here's Kabula. I'm gonna get right in Kabula's face this time, so I can hit her. This obviously looks like an inanimate object, right? But, in later Kirby games where this boss was kind of brought back, it was kind of anthropomorphized and made female. With the cartoon eyelashes and everything. So I was just kind of like, alright, whatever. Also, they changed the spelling. In the original game, it's spelled with 2 O's. This is the easiest one by far. And, in the kind of, I guess you could say, a reimagining of that boss, it was changed to a U. Those 2 O's, so K-A-B-U-L-A. And in this game, it's K-A-B-O-O-L-A. Useless trivia, but hey, this is my Let's Play, damn it. It's gonna be a random shit you're not gonna hear from anyone else playing this game. Also, I believe, I don't know if anyone, because this game is so old, and, YouTube's support for 60 frames per second uploading is fairly recent. It's not that recent anymore, but compared to the age of the game, it's very recent. Excuse me. Oh, I had to cover my mouth for a burp. Okay, so that's why I got hit by that. I actually have kind of low health. I might die. I don't want to. But anyway, as I was saying, yeah, there might not be a version of this game being Let's Played that's as smooth as this one on YouTube. Don't bother trying to... See, in Kirby's Adventure, if you get close enough to the dive, you can suck in both stars, and then you'll have a much more powerful hit on him, but... So, okay, so that's the pattern. When he pulls out the hammer... Yes, when he wants to run to you and do the sucking, he will stop where you were when he started moving. If he intends to run at you and dive, he will continue running past where you were. Like, he'll always stop where you were when he started. Whoa! Oh my god, that was just... Oh, jeez. So close. I do not want to die this way. That would be so lame. See how he stopped running? That's because he wanted to do the inhale. He will jump up and swing the hammer if you're flying the whole time. See, now I know he's going to dive because he kept running past where I was standing when he started. Just a little insight into, you know, how the game is coded, and there's the dive again. So I just take a few steps back and it's trivial. Alright, ending time. The castle gets sad as he gets launched out. Hooray, I'm happy, dancing with all my 5 stars. They kind of make me super amazing. I put another hole in the castle. And completely fuck up the foundation. Now, the story of this game is that King Dedede stole all the food. So here's the food leaking out again. The credits. I always like that. There aren't many credit rolls that just start with the credits. So the credits aren't very long, obviously. It's a Game Boy game, so... Sunday Rain? I don't know who that actually is. I'm kind of curious about that. Yeah, so the credits aren't very long, so it's just kind of very majestically floating around with this castle that's hemorrhaging food items. Hey, thanks, Bubby, whoever you are. And Cypher. Uh-oh. Metal Gear. Notice the mountain goes away. I guess that's the end of Mount Dedede. Now it's just flatland. And so many players. That's sweet. HAL has always been like that, and Capcom too. You always get the thank you for playing, which I appreciate. You know, that's nice. It's a nice little gesture for the players. Alright, so I guess ran out of power, but the stars come to hold the castle up so it doesn't fucking come crashing down on the inhabitants of Dreamland. Bye-bye. So, the notion of them being from a place called Popstar wasn't really a thing yet. So we get to watch this fun little animation, so let's check this out. Dedede's like, oh no. He got fucked up. Like his little goofy eye. He's angry, as you can see. Very angry. And he runs away. So he's ready to fuck us up. So now it says, good job. Press up A and select on the title screen to start a new adventure. So I'm going to, there's no way out of this, so I'm going to put in the emulator command to reset the game. Up, B, was it B? No, A, because you need start to start the game. Now you see extra game. It's the exact same game except way harder. Way harder. And this is actually where I got stuck for a long time as a kid. Enemies have different patterns, there are different enemies that do more damage. That's a quirk, that just happened right there. I didn't know if it was going to happen during this playthrough, but a little programming quirk that I want to point out. If you hit an enemy right with the edge of a star, the star will keep going. And that can come in handy, although it's almost impossible to do intentionally. So those things hurt, and you cannot inhale them. Yeah, there we go. You still get the pep drinks here. I'm going to grab one, because now having health is important. If I'm going to lose a life at any point in this Let's Play, it's going to be during this. Alright, so let's head down. Now, there's dramatically different attack patterns here. He throws... Yeah, he does that instead of slowly jumping around. Yeah, and he'll throw 2 at a time like that. Well, not at a time, but rapid fire. So it becomes much more... like, they really did a good job at kind of, you know, giving people who beat the game an extra challenge. And see, those guys, they run around much more quickly. They have a much faster gait. Yeah, see, you can't just walk into the door because it'll hit you. You can still inhale those suckers, though. See, that guy pops up on top of the platform where normally you'd have plenty of time. And the pattern, instead of just going straight up and down a little bit, they do this big, curved flight path. Whoops. That kind of skates there. Now, the big difference here in the Wispy Woods fight is that he can also drop Gordos, which are the spiked ball guys. Also, his, whoops. Yeah, and they hurt a lot. Try to get close. Okay. Whoops. Whoa, that was close. Alright, that should be it. Alright, I'm going to show you something funny that I forgot to do the first playthrough. If you time it right, you can jump such that you cannot reach the star. It's something I discovered by accident, and it always amused me. I could fast forward these, but I've done no fast forwarding in the emulator so far, and I kind of want to keep it that way. These are the same, actually, so I will skip those. And see, that guy drops right down immediately. And those guys jump. The bomb is still there. And those bats are much more aggressive. So are these guys, the pumpkin head guys, and those guys go flying out. These skull guys, they do 2 damage per hit, and they are very fast. Now, even though this mini-boss fight is harder, it still prepares you... Actually, no, it doesn't, because it works differently. Whoops, my mistake. Yeah, so you have to drop down. This is actually quite difficult if you're not used to it. Yeah. Rough. But you start right here, so it's okay. Oop. Give up. Okay. There we go. You can't go into doors. Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll go for this again. In this case, they seem to have the same pattern as the ghosts that they replaced. The ghost enemy or sprite or whatever. Yeah, see how close that ring comes in now? That's why I didn't wait to watch it. Oh, that was a close call. Ow. So the Gordos are the big thing you gotta watch out for, because half your life is just gone if one of them hits you. Alright. Yeah, so there's no Gordos here now. I completely forgot that that's not how it worked. But they move as fast as you can see. Their speed is exactly the same as yours. So hitting 2 of them in one run is not possible. In fact, hitting one of them is difficult. Try to get the box for next time. Nope. Let's get it for next time. Alright, that should be it. Alright, drop down here, fall right into the star. Okay. So far, so good. I've lost 1 life, which I'm kind of sad about. I was hoping for a no-death run, but, you know, the extra mode of this game is no joke. The normal version of it is kind of a pushover. It's not that difficult. Especially once you get used to... Yeah, the kind of upgraded cannons you get, which I forget what they're called, but ow. Those guys hurt you for 2 also, you gotta remember that. They fire much more rapidly. When you're flying normally, you get a little horizontal boost of momentum when you exhale. Sometimes I use that to my advantage. Get rid of those things, because now when they fall, they explode. They don't just land. Oh, look, I got 3 enemies at once. Now, you can see... Oh, wait a minute. Nothing? There's supposed to be one. Well, anyway, is there still... Yeah, the crab's beam attack is much more aggressive. And these guys come out. Now, go up the other side. Yeah, or else you'll get hit by something that you think is not even supposed to be there. They were a little diabolical in the design there. Now you have a Gordo to deal with. I forgot this was only a 1-up. I thought there was life to be had here too. So that's what I really want. Remember how I dove onto this enemy and killed him? Yeah, don't try that again. Now there's 2 Gordos here instead of 1. Just kind of make a path for myself. And that thing I told you about the speed up when you exhale? Yeah. That's a perfect place to use it. And up here, instead of a Maxim Tomato, is just a pep drink. Still all I need, though. Take a different path that time. Oops. Alright, there we go. Ow. There's no gap in the... Whoops. With the Shotzos, it was 3 shots and then nothing, giving you a chance to jump over, but now it's not. It just fired constantly. So you just have to know, you just have to time your jump properly. Oops. That was not proper. And then this is just to show off. I mean, what's going on here? Alright, now this fight can be quite difficult. But I'm up to the challenge, obviously. This part's mostly the same. Alright. This time I will not be getting up in its face. Or her face, or whatever. Basically, lots... yeah. Much more difficult and harder to avoid. The bullets move faster, there are more of them, and there are a lot more shots of 3 at a time than just 1. And also the lag frames, and yeah, that attack is much faster too. Lag frames also make it rough. Yikes. Wow, I almost died again. It's funny, even Kirby's first game, this extra mode it's actually a significant challenge. Alright. Oh, this part always feels so good, because the beginning of this level is, like, completely lag-free, because there isn't a lot going on. Scarfies are good enough to, not get displaced by other enemies. Even in extra mode. Now, the parasols are evil! You have to be careful. There we go. This is exactly the same, though. Yeah, that's just a fucking mess right there. Oh, jeez, I forgot about that. Forgot that would reach me. Skip it. Now we get pelicans instead of ghosts. Because why not? Oh, okay. You just gotta be more cautious. Alright, so... yeah, this is actually very difficult to do without getting hurt. You just have to... it's basically memorization. It'll go down twice one way, then twice the other way. Okay. I want the goodies. Oops. Thankfully the tomato's still there. Alright, I escaped. Now this... very different. So you want to stay in the bottom left. Oh yeah, except you have to jump there. Oh my god, I don't remember this fight anymore. Oh no! Yeah, you have... okay. Yeah, you do... you use that trick that I mentioned before. That's what it was. Okay. Yes, I remember now. If you don't crouch, you'll get hit. Okay. jeez, I can't believe I completely forgot the strategy for this Kracko Jr. No. Where do I land the hit? I think I do this. No, that's wrong. Oh, jeez, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be an expert here. I completely forgot how I'm supposed to do this. No, this is not right. There was a smooth way to do it. There we go. I think that was it. Just kind of have to get close to him. Alright, well at least I completed that part without dying. Got my ass kicked though. So let's get healed up over here. Yeah, these guys chase you, and all you can get is... Oh wait, I can get that. Forgot about that. Alright, I'm good. Yeah, they try to go to your level, and then just kind of hang out there. So you gotta be faster. Get rid of that Scarfy. Alright, remember I mentioned these stars before? They hurt now, so be careful not to let any touch you. You see they're blinking, gray and white. So the game does let you know. It doesn't just let you get hit by them and says, fuck you. Why didn't you know that this thing that didn't hurt you before was gonna hurt you now? So at least it's fair. Whoops. Oh, jeez. Ah, okay. Let's just go. I'm trying to remember the strategy here now. Yeah, he comes to the middle. That's right. Just time your jump right. Hang out in the bottom left. This is actually significantly easier than Kracko Jr. in my opinion. If you're in the bottom left, that won't hit you. Easy to hit him after that. You don't have to do the crouch to avoid, as you can see. Time your jump right, and you can go right over there. Right over the dive attacks. Yeah, if you jump at max height, you'll be in the air just long enough to avoid the attack. Piece of cake. Alright. Alright. Back to Mount D. Ah, my head. Alright. I think it's just meant to be the star running out of power or some shit. I don't know what makes it run out of power, but okay. Oops. Yep, these have the new enemies and everything. I think that's the way. I think the game just put that there to be like, hey, if you don't know how to fly yet, you gotta learn. This game telling you it's like flying is necessary. That's better. Oh. How dare you. That should be it. Whoops. Forgot I was deposited in the middle. Now this you can actually... Can you go here? No, you can't. Yeah, you want to just take that guy out right away. Very annoying. He shoots a little, I don't know what the hell that is, but it reminds me of, of a gun in Metroid. Oh. Now you might think, hey, why did he wait so long to fire that? Lag frames. The game didn't let me fire it. That's the answer. You literally cannot catch up to Lolo and La La La. Their speed is your speed. Oh, that was some pro tactics right there. Alright. There we go. Now, the big thing... Now, yeah, those still blow up, get destroyed normally when you take them off in the tree, but if they fall, they'll explode. I don't know why. Exploding coconuts, go figure. Oops, that hurt. That means I'm probably gonna die during this fight. That's okay, I still have 4 lives. These levels are harder, these bosses are harder, but King DDD is like way, way harder than his original incarnation. It's a serious difference. And you'll see what I mean shortly. Alright, let's do this. Let's let it fall. Yeah, see? There we go. Oh, the sound got swallowed up by something. You know, limited sound channels on this old hardware. Alright, should be able to do it no problem. I mean, I almost did it with 2 hit points. The game is kind of generous with iframes. The fact that it's as hard as it is, despite... Oh my god, I'm gonna die again. Oh no! I think the killing shot was in the air. Oh jeez. That was terrible performance. That was pretty terrible too. Alright, there's no way. If I get a fucking game over, I'm going to be so upset with myself. No, I can't think that way. I still have 2 lives. This lag, it gets the better of you. Yeah, and how the fucking bullets move all weird and kind of like wavy patterns, that screws you up too. Gotcha. Alright. You can kind of just... Oops. A little early. Here. You can dive onto it and be done with it. Now, you just saw me do this, so this is just the way it was before. Same deal. Probably gonna end up taking on King DDD with 2 pips of life, I guess you could say. Yeah, also, forget the fucking waddle-doos. Krako's all about bombs now. He upgraded his arsenal. Whoa. Alright, buddy. Thank you. Whoa. Alright, that's it. Okay. He is crazy fast and aggressive. Please keep doing that. No! They got me. Makes kind of a weak sound effect for what it is, doesn't it? Oh, I completely forgot about how he dives. Oh, let's do it. Does it seem like his animations are just sped up? Whoa. Yeah, he'll go to dive on you and his dive will stop over you. There you go. Whoa, but he attacks so quickly! And he'll also dive multiple times. You see, this is a whole other ballgame. Dive. That logic is still in effect, though. Trying to get that hit to him. No. That was close. Oh, that's right. In later games, when he does the jumping hammer attack, he'll produce a star when he hits the ground. But in this game, he won't. Oh my god, I'm not in a good position. Alright, this should be good. Take the hammer out, yes. He's coming back. Oh, damn it. Ugh. Oh no, I didn't mean to fly! Oh, jeez. Come on, I'm better than this. Eat that. And also, in later games, the, whoa! The, inhaling attack is interrupted by getting hit with that, but in this game it's not. He just keeps doing it. Come on, 1-to-1! Stop! Come on! No, I'm afraid. It's gotta be hammer. No, come on! Yes, no! Woo! Gotcha. Alright. Okay. Whew. I think I'm going to fast forward the ending. Except for the part that's different. Which is here. Save some time, you know. You've seen it already. He pulls out a sign that says something different. It says... Oh, no, wait. I'm wrong. Whoops. Never mind. But the part after this is different. I mean, there's this. That's not even what I meant, but... Oh, Brontobert, not just Brontbert. I know that to be the canonical name. Hey, you get to see the name of everybody. Including the extra mode enemies. Flapper. Mumbies. Booler. There's Lolo and La La La. Lolo, La La La. Island Dudes. Coner. Squishy. That's easy to remember. And there's Kabula. Just fucking living blimp with a cannon on it. Why not? Puffy. That's what that ghost is called. Kracko and Kracko Jr. No, they're just Kracko. They're both Kracko. I guess the mini one wasn't given the name Kracko Jr. until later. Tuki! Coozer! Sculler, Chucky, Mr. P. Umpkin. So clever. Oh yeah, Blatzy. These enemies got some weird fucking names. Most of these enemies do not exist outside this game. Calkin. Whiskers. Yeah, a lot of enemies in this game were never used again. They stuck with the more iconic ones, I guess. Alright, here we go. True ending, I guess you could say. That he is truly defeated. Some new sprites. And Kirby, being as compassionate as he is, he wants to check on him. Make sure he's okay. He says, hey, fuck you, man. And then he's sad. And he sulks. Oh, he looks so sad. Just walks away. Kirby runs after him. He's like, hey, wait. So, you're our hero. We press down, B, and select on the title screen for the config mode and more fun. So I'm going to do this again. And, let's do it. So we get this. You can change how much life you have, how many hit points you have per life, how many lives you have per continue. So you can do this, which is one hit is a continue. And then a sound test, which you get Kirby with cute little headphones on. 32 sound effects, 18 songs. And then you can press B to shut it up. Alright, so that's gonna do it. Alright, in less than an hour, I completely played this game start to finish. That was a lot of fun. And hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, until next game, see ya.